Now they gonna question us up at the school. I think I gotta tell them what I know. I think I gotta tell them what I know.
You don't need to.
I think I gotta tell them what I know.
You don't need to tell.
She's my advisor.
So she know about us?
Go Stallions.
That's why she giving advice. Ain't nobody ask her.
Professor Milgram just talked to a bunch of students. She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing.
Go Stallions.
She don't know nothing.
Did you kill your father?
Yes, I did. Not because I'm a monster, because he was a monster.
I walk a ram gun on my waist, chip on my shoulder. Many men, many men.
Said his first line, I got chills.
I swear to God, you don't get your skin up off my ride, I will beat this right now.
You would have realized that I am the bad spot. It always comes down to me, my family, and the gun.
Please, Tariq, you don't have to do this, please.
I don't have a choice, Professor.
So you really did kill your father?
He might not be here no more, but ghosts never die.
Let's go. The family's waiting.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're gonna be talking about Power Book 2 Ghosts, the aftermath. Yes, this is the season 1 aftermath. Down below, I want you guys to let me know exactly how did you feel about Power Book 2 Ghosts season 1. How did you feel at the very beginning? And compare that to how you felt at the end. I'm going to be talking about that in this video, man. Power Book 2 Ghosts definitely stepped up, especially in the second half. And it got a lot of people talking, man. A lot of people are ready for season 2. And of course, any new news, I will be letting you guys know on any updates, when the filming is going to be starting. Because as I told you guys in the past, Courtney Kemp said that the filming should be starting very soon, and they're going to be filming all these shows at once. But I will let you guys know exactly when that happens. And of course, hopefully we can see Power Book 2 Ghosts season 2 this fall. The early dates that I've been getting is, of course, September, but that doesn't mean that's going to happen. I think the fall timeline is something that they want to, get to the fans. So we're going to see. We got to remember that it is COVID-19 out here. It's still going crazy. So we got to bear with that. But I do appreciate that everybody is, trying their best to give us that good quality content. In season 1 of Power Book 2 Ghosts, I believe they did a very good job, man. Now, you guys have to go back. Remember how this season started. It was a lot of questions, a lot of people asking these questions, a lot of people doubting Michael Randy Jr., Tariq St. Patrick's character, because they felt like he couldn't leave this show. Everybody hated him. Didn't nobody want to watch Tariq because he killed his father. The show can't go on without ghosts. It was all these different speculations for the show. And of course, once again, Courtney Kemp and the team, they have delivered. And they surprised a lot of people. And to be honest with you guys, a lot of the Power fans, they gave them their props. A lot of the Power fans that had their questions at the very beginning, wondering if this installment will be good or solid, they gave them their props. I've seen a lot of people in the comment section pretty much saying that, look, they didn't believe that the show would be that good at the very beginning, but as they kept watching, the show got better and better, and their expectations pretty much rose higher for the show, and they really liked it. So a lot of people really enjoyed this show, especially at the end. I think the second half, it's like it transformed to a whole new show, and it had a whole lot of energy. And like I said, man, I give them all the props in the world. And to be honest with you guys, I actually think it was a little bit better than I was expecting it to be. They did some great things. Now, when this season all started, of course, we got the introduction to a new family. The Tejada family was a new drug crime family that we weren't used to from the past of Power, right? We saw this family. A lot of people at the very beginning, of course, they were trying to compare this family to the St. Patrick family of the past of what we saw in the original Power. And of course, you know, you had these different comparisons, people saying that the Tejadas was better. Some people say the St. Patrick's was better. But as you continue to watch the show, you understood that St. Patrick organization, Tommy, Ghost, Lobos, the whole original crew, and we can go on and on in the history of just Power in general. They was at a different level. I mean, we just have to be honest with ourselves. They was at a completely different level. What we're seeing in Power Book 2 Ghost is a new class, a new generation, and that's what they wanted to do with this installment of Power, at least in my personal opinion. Now, if you watch Power Book 2 Ghost and you watch the original Power, it's easily parallels between the main characters. We can take all the main characters of Power Book 2 Ghost, line them up, and you're going to see very similar parallels with the original Power cast. They did this purposely, right? Now, as I told you guys, yes, there are parallels between characters, but that does not mean that each character is exactly the same. Because as we watch Power Book 2 Ghost, of course, one of the first comparisons that everybody kept talking about, of course, was who? Cain and Kanan. Everybody was comparing the two, talking about Cain and Kanan, Cain and Kanan. That's his son, this and that. You know, with Power, it's all types of different fan theories. I mean, it be going crazy. I be seeing all types of just crazy fan theories that just don't make sense at all. Now, of course, Courtney Kemp, she's already came out and she's already, you know, debunked this theory that, of course, Cain is not Lorenzo's son. She said it, that he is his son. Of course, he's a junior. We're going to learn more about that in season 2. We know why his name is Cain, because he was a wild boy. They nicknamed him Hurricane, and that's the way that he is right now. So that's what we saw in Power Book 2 Ghost. But of course, there is other characters that we can compare. I mean, it's like night and day. What you're seeing to me in Power Book 2 Ghost is like the origin stories of the original Power. You know what I'm saying? You were seeing those origin stories just in a different universe, man. And they did a great job at doing this. Now, some people did not like this. Some people said, you know what? They don't want to see all these parallels. They want to see new storylines. They don't want to see repeated storylines or whatever, or remastered storylines. And I say, you know, yes, there is parallels, but I think they did do a good job by separating some of these characters. Yes, of course, when we're talking about Cain, he is wild and crazy like Kanan, but we have to also understand that Kanan was very calculated, smart, a chess player. He schooled Ghost and Tommy. He brought them into the game and he gave them knowledge on what to do. So some of the stuff that you've seen Ghost doing was because of who? Kanan. The majority of the things that you see Tariq doing is because of who? Kanan, right? And of course his father Ghost. But you have to always give props to the mastermind, the guy that gave everybody that chance, and that's Kanan. Kanan Starks was the one, regardless of what people want to believe, his character alone caused a lot of different things, right? We saw that throughout the history of Power. Now, besides the whole Kanan and Cain thing, one of the memes of Power Book 2 Ghost, and I meant to talk about this at the very beginning of the video, but one of the memes is your boy Zeke the Freak. This guy became an instant internet meme. The last few episodes of Power Book 2 Ghost, people start destroying his guy. I mean, it was all fun and games, very funny. I mean, hell, even 50 Cent put up some stuff about him telling about Professor Milgram. She's just my advisor. She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? This boy said, look, I think I should tell them what I know. Zeke, this dude is hilarious. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't know how many times I've watched that episode with him saying this over and over and over. I mean, it's just funny. So I'm eager to see what Zeke is going to do in season 2 of Power Book 2 Ghost, because I want to sit back and just laugh. You have to give this man some more screen time. Now, some people believe that Zeke doesn't know how to act. I mean, some people was dogging his character out, but hey, your boy 50 Cent said this. Look, if he's causing this much issues or whatever, is he causing everybody to talk about him? He must be doing something right. So Zeke, come on back, keep clapping those cheeks. But at the same time, in season 2, he has to be way more aware on what's going on, because he almost got caught slipping in season 1 of Power Book 2 Ghost, right? We saw that when it comes to your boy Tariq. As far as his journey in Power Book 2 Ghost season 1, he pretty much learned a lot. He had to choose between different girls, right? Of course, he showed more interest with Effie because, of course, he can use Effie's advantages to help him. At the same time, he did show interest with Lauren, and he showed interest in Diana. But at the end of the day, Tariq, he has a lot of choices to choose from. In season 2, you're going to see that. Cordy Kim said he's going to have a lot more girls coming in into the picture. Now, your boy Tariq, he played it smart. He learned from his father. He learned from some of the stuff that Kanan and Tommy taught him. He used that in this installment of Power. So that's why I always told you guys, it don't matter what they do. They can come at Tariq hard like Kane was, but Tariq is in spirit. He's very experienced. I mean, for him to be the age that he is in the show, he's been through a whole lot with Tommy and Ghost. I mean, this dude had a gun to his head by jukebox. You got to just think about all the stuff that Tariq has been through. All the stuff he's been through with Kanan and the stuff that he saw from his sister being killed, from him catching bodies. I mean, he's learned a whole lot. The number one lesson I believe that he's learned that, look, life is complicated. And Ghost was trying to tell him this, that you have to, survive in this life, but it's not as easy as it seems. So Tariq learned that in this installment of Power, as he told Uncle Tommy, like, look, he was right. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna like you for telling the truth. You got to do some things that people are not going to like, but you have to sacrifice. So what Tariq is learning is just, those tales of his father, those, stories that his father told him about life and now how hard it could really be. And Tariq is not going to really appreciate everything until later on down the line. You already saw what he's appreciating right now with Ghost being gone. I think deep down inside, he does regret killing his father. He doesn't like that he killed his father, but he understands that he had to do it. Now, that's just from his perspective. I didn't want Tariq to kill Ghost, but in his perspective, Tariq is like, look, I had to do it. He was in my way, and I couldn't let him pretty much put me out on this whole Ray Ray thing, in which I know a lot of people were still upset about the whole Ray Ray evidence, blood, and stuff like that. Cordy Kim has already came out and said that technically that wasn't enough evidence to convict anybody. So that's why I always was saying, like, why in the hell is he want to confess anyway? They don't even have enough evidence, right? And they don't. They didn't have enough to get Tariq at all. So as you saw in Power Book 2 Ghost, did we even hear anything about the whole Raymond Jones case, about the blood? That just disappeared all of a sudden, right? Didn't see shit about that. But at the end of the day, Ghost is gone. Well, at least some believes Ghost is still alive. But as I keep telling you guys, Ghost, of course, he is gone. The only way, and I'm going to say this once again, the only way he ever returns into this show is if they want to write him back into the show. There are loopholes in the storyline where you can bring him back. So all this mysterious things that's going on, why they're not putting up the RIP pictures, why we didn't see certain images of Ghost or scenes of Ghost in the casket, or not necessarily a casket. We seen Angela's dead corpse, we seen Kanan's dead corpse, but little small things like that. And I know people still is like, man, he's gone. Just give it up. And I think he is gone. But the way that they filmed this, they did this purposely because it still opens up that loophole to say, you know what? He could have survived. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we done saw Kanan get burnt up and come back. Some say Tommy Egan faked his death twice and still came back. You know what I'm saying? People can come back. This is TV at the end of the day. This is not reality. This is TV. Remember that, because if this was reality, Tariq would probably be dead by now. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Zeke will be dead. The show won't go on because a lot of people was already slipping in Power Book 2 Ghost. And hell, even in Power, if this was real life, Tommy Egan would be dead by now. I mean, let's just be honest. But this is, of course, TV. At the end of the day, it's TV. And my overall viewpoint of Power Book 2 Ghost, man, it's a story of course, Ghost, the origin stories. I think they did a great job at telling it to the fans, as well as those parallels as you saw, but it's more to come. It is more to come, because the real question is this: what's going to happen at the end of this, right? Because we know what Ghost wanted to do. Ghost wanted to get out the game, and he couldn't. Everybody kept trying to drag him back in, and of course, he was caught slipping by Tariq, right? It was too late. Now we got Tariq. what's going to happen with him at the end? Is he going to continue to keep doing this drug stuff, or does he eventually want to get out the game like Ghost? Courtney Kemp said the third option, of course, him using Course Correct, selling drugs at the school, is an excellent option for him. And maybe he can continue to do this, but let's just be 100% honest. That won't work for real. That will be exploited, and it will be problems with this app. Do we honestly believe he can trust Simon Stern's partner? I don't think so. Something is definitely going to happen with this app, and Tariq's going to have to figure out another way to gain revenue. Eventually Tariq's going to lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? He already lost Raina. His father is gone. What's going to happen when Tasha's fate is on the line as well? Because we know Tommy Egan is going to try to get her no matter what. How many losses does Tariq have to take to realize that this drug game, this life that he's trying to live, is not worth it? And Tariq already understands and knows this right now. That's what makes it very interesting. As he told Monet, look, I chose this life. I know the consequences of this lifestyle. If I get got, I get got. You see what I'm saying? He knows the consequences of this, but as of right now, it does seem like your boy Tariq is willing to take that risk in order to be at the top. Because at the end of the day, I think Tariq still wants to be the head honcho. He wants to be at the top. Yes, this new partnership that he has with the Tejadas family is doing well right now. At first, it didn't start off very well, but it built up, and Monet trusts him. Of course, Diana and Drew trust him. Kane does not trust him, but he understands that Tariq is ahead of the game and that Tariq has a whole lot of knowledge. So it's smart to keep him close because you're going to need him down the line, right? So Tariq, he has a lot going for himself, but we know eventually, if he's anything like Ghost, if he's anything like Tommy, if he's anything like Kanan, he will try to be at the top. He will have that moment, that opportunity to say, you know what? I have to take my throne. And if he has to go up against the Tejadas family, which may just happen, so be it. I think he understands this. That's why he pretty much laid everything out to Brayden and told him, look, we have to look out for this person, and this person. Kane, he's the enforcer. We have to watch him, keep him in check. You know what I'm saying? So Tariq is quite aware of what's going on. He just has to make that decision to say, you know what, now it's time to move and take over completely. As of right now, Tariq cannot do that. Even though the Tejadas is counting on him to continue to run this drug operation, Tariq cannot make that full move to take full control over everything. That's because your boy Lorenzo was still in the picture. And, of course, a lot of the fans believe that Lorenzo just may get out. Tasha was able to get out. Kane alluded to it in this past season that, of course, Lorenzo's been in there for over 10 years. He can get out on good behavior. Who really knows? But if he is able to get out, that's going to be a problem. Trust me. Courtney Kemp, she explained, she said, Power Book 2 Ghosts didn't really have the big bad villain or whatever, like your Loboses, your Milans. They didn't really have that in this installment. Tariq really was the big bad because he was, of course, the most dangerous character on the show. People did not like him, but at the same time, people love or learn to love his character at the end, right? So, what's going to happen when Tariq has to step up and go against that Kingpin face to face? What is he going to do? The Tejadas family, as of right now, we saw just a little bit of what he can do. He can take care of himself. He can neutralize things, and, you know, he's able to survive without the help of his mother, Tasha. So Tariq is able to do those things, but we're going to see in Power Book 2 Ghosts if that can continue to happen. I'm eager to see how it all plays out. I cannot wait for season 2, man. Season 1 definitely surprised me at the end. They definitely stepped up. Man, this is the aftermath. If you're in the live chat right now, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you ain't subscribed, hit the like button, and let the fans know, man, how did you like Power Book 2 Ghosts season 1? Are you ready for season 2? And what was your favorite moments of season 1? One of my favorite moments, of course, was Tommy Egan returning. Everybody was talking about he wasn't going to return. What I say, he was, and he did. He popped up. And of course, he told Tariq, you're not going to see me ever again, which we know is false. Tommy Egan and Tariq will definitely see each other once again. How long that's going to be, who really knows, but we know eventually that will happen. And I can't wait to see the aftermath. But you guys, I want to thank you for all the love, all the support you've been giving me. I know we ain't got no new episode of Power. We don't have no new episode of Power but Two Ghosts. But hey, I still had to give you that exclusive, that banger content for you guys because you've been showing me so much love and support. We're going to continue to talk about Power. And remember, we still have Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. That's coming as well this summer. I can't wait because that show, I'm telling you right now, is going to surprise a lot of people because there's still some people out there, they're denying it. They're saying that we already know what's going to happen already. We know, so I don't want to see it. Remember what they said about Power Book 2 Ghosts. I don't want to watch that. Tariq killed his father. I don't want to see a show about Tariq. But what happened at the end? Everybody's on the ship. Everybody's watching. The people that are even talking bad about the show, they are still watching. If you don't like it so much, why are you still watching? Remember what I tell you. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. People will watch. And if you saw that trailer, if you saw just some of the stuff in the actual music video, which I broke down, you see that it's more dark and gritty. It's going to be a hell of a show, man. And I cannot wait. I can't wait to see how it all is going to play out. With Kanan and Jukebox Lifestyle, I'm telling you, there's a lot of different things that we do not know. We're going to find out what happened back in the day, the 90s era. I can't wait to see it. But thank you guys once again. I can't say it enough. Your boy Omari Hardwick's birthday was yesterday, so you already know. Everybody kept saying, where is Ghost? Ghost is alive. He's coming back. I mean, it's the same thing over and over and over. Great promotion, right? Great promotion. And this story, this mystery of Ghost will continue to grow, especially when you have a slogan that Ghost never dies. And especially when Tariq says at the end of the episode, my father may not be here, but Ghosts never die. So, excellent promotion. Great season. I'm proud of him, man, and I cannot wait to see the next installment of Power Book 2 Ghosts. You guys, stay tuned. More content, of course, will be dropping for you guys, especially when we're talking about Power in general. And we still have other shows as well that's going to be coming later this year. But let me get on out of here, man. And also, make sure you don't forget that your boy Zeke will snitch on you. He will tell them what he knows. Trust me. And Professor Milgram, she's just his advisor. She don't know nothing. Nothing. She don't know nothing. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
Now they gonna question us up at the school. I think I gotta tell them what I know.
You don't.
She's my advisor.
So she know about us? That's why she giving advice. Ain't nobody ask her.
Professor Milgram just talked to a bunch of students. She don't know nothing.
Well, Ghost Stallions.